Hi everyone, my name is Keith Brooks and this is Brooks Channel. And for today's video, I'm going to be showing you the batch of drawings that I've come up with for February of 2026. As usual, it'll be 10 different pictures, ranging from abstract drawings to random characters and creatures I've come up with. So, without further ado, let's open up the sketchbook and check them out. Our first one is an abstract picture. Not sure what it would be, but part of me felt like it kind of looked like some kind of mask. Open to interpretation. Now, as for the colors, first we have green-blue for the top part right here. Then we got some pine green for these two parts here. Kind of blends in a little bit. Didn't realize that till I was almost finished. Yeah, but if this were a mask, these parts here would probably be the eye holes. Yeah, but below that, we got some red-orange. Then, beneath that, we got some sky blue. And then regular yellow for the bottom. Yeah, just a simple one to start us off with. I think it turned out okay. But yeah, let's move on to the second picture. Next, we have a disembodied head with a tall building on his head. He's just got this blank look on his face like, it's just there. Now, on to the colors. First, we have some cool gray. That's for some of the windows around here. Here, and here. Then we got some dark brown. That's for this part of the roof and then the side of the building. After that, we got some peach for the door. Then the doorknob itself stayed white. After that, we got some silver. That's for this window and this one right here. After that, we got a little frappe. Yeah, that's for the side of the roof here and the front of the building. Then we got some black to highlight the head's beady little eyes and emotionless mouth. And then some yellow-orange for his face. Yeah. Don't ask why he's wearing a building for a hat. Maybe it's a new fashion statement. Anyway, on to picture number 3. Next, we have a random creature holding their arms and legs out like they're doing jumping jacks. Yeah, got their mouth open like they're trying to catch their breath. Been doing it for a while. Yeah, but anyway, for the colors, we have raspberry. That should be for the arms and legs. Then after that, we got magenta for the body. Then we also have mahogany for the ears and the hands. I was gonna use mahogany for the feet, but I went a little crazy with the raspberry. After that, we got some red for the mouth. And some salmon for the pupils. And then white for the outer part of the eyes. Yeah. He's getting those jumping jacks in. That fitness. And you'll probably notice there's some erased bits of another picture. That's from one that's now in the later part of the batch. Yeah, I made a little mistake, so put it in later. We'll get to that one soon. For now, let's move on to number 4. Here we have another random creature. Just some happy little guy with a messed up shirt. And some stubby little feet. Now, as for the colors, first we have red for the left eye, along with the left hand and foot. After that, we got some blue for the right eye, along with the right hand and foot. After that, we got some green for the shirt, and the pants, and the sleeves. Then we got some yellow for his skin, kind of like a Simpsons character. And then finally, there's black for the belly button, and to highlight some of the outlines, mostly on the shirt. Yeah. all that green kind of blends together. Yeah, overall, I think this one turned out pretty good. For me, at least. Yeah, just a happy little guy going about his day. Just needs to fix his shirt up a bit. Anyway, let's move on to the midway point. Here we have another abstract picture. Basically just some kind of cloud with 4 different crescent moons, all facing different directions. Now, as for the colors, the first we have is golden yellow. That's for this crescent moon right here, along with this part of the cloud. Then after that, we got some peach in the opposite, like for this crescent moon and for this part of the cloud. And after that, we got some mango. That's for this moon facing the left side, along with the upper left part of the cloud. Then after that, we got some bubblegum pink for this moon and the lower right part. Then finally, we got some cool gray for the center, keeping everything together. Maybe that's like the dark side of the moon. Yeah, just something simple. A little different, I guess. I think it turned out okay. Anyway, let's move on to drawing number 6. Here we have the one I made a mistake from earlier. That is my take on the Pokemon Jigglypuff. Yeah, just looking up words, probably trying to find an audience to sing to, and unintentionally lull them to sleep. Yeah, I think I kind of made her ears a little too much like a Pikachu's, though. That was not intentional. And I got the little swirly part of her hair looking a little weird. Other than that, I think she turned out okay. Now, for the colors, the most obvious of which is pink for the whole body. Yeah, that's how they are. Then we got some black for the inside of her ears, along with highlighting the mouth. Then we got some white for the pupils and her eyes. Then for the inner part of the eyes, we got blue, and then sky blue for the outer part. Yeah, this might be my personal favorite of this batch. Might be the thumbnail. Now let me know what you think. Alright, anyway, let's get to number 7. Next we have my take on a pufferfish. Yeah. Just got puffed up like it's scared or something. Maybe a shark tried to eat it. Yeah. Anyway, as for the colors, we got some regular brown for the body itself, along with some light brown for the little spikes. They kind of blend in with the regular brown, didn't think that one through. Also got light brown for the tail. After that, we got some red-orange for the inside of the mouth. And then white for the eyes, outer parts. Yeah, just trying to protect itself from predators. Might be one of the poisonous kind. Take one bite and you're dead. Anyway, let's move on to number 8. Here we have what's basically a crying child. Yeah, not sure why they're crying. Yeah, maybe they just found out a jar of Marmite still ate their pony. Props to anyone that gets what I'm talking about. Anyway, for the colors, we have orchid for the shirt. Then we got some maroon. That's for the inside of the mouth. After that is some pale rose for the shoes. Then some purple for the sleeves and the pants legs. Then some turquoise for the face and hands. And then some white for the inner part of the eyes. Yeah, that's a sad child with no pony. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Number 9. Here we have another strange creature. Kinda looks like one of the ghosts I did in the previous one. It's got a weird little hat. Yeah. Just going about its business. Probably going to haunt someone. Now as for the colors, we got some teal. It's for like the body itself. Then we got some green for the arms and legs. Then some yellow-green for the eyes. No, wait, I used green-blue for the body, I think. Yeah. So I get that and teal mixed up a little bit. Then there's some lime green for the inside of the mouth. Then I used 3 of those colors for the hat. Some green right there. And some yellow-green right here. This one should be green-blue. Yeah. He's got little triangle feet right there. Forgot to mention that. Yeah. He turned out okay for me. Anyway, we got one picture left. Let's check it out. Here we have what is my take on an axolotl. Those little reptilian water creatures. Oh, I heard about them not that long ago, when someone requested them. And that someone was Shelly Fossilian-F7R. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Yeah, but they asked me if I could draw one of these in a previous drawing video, and this is the best I could do. Yeah, I had to look up some pictures for reference. Now, for the colors I picked, I went with bubblegum for the body, because most of the ones I saw were like a pinkish color. Then we got some red-orange for the little feelers or whatever those are on the top of its head, like the side. Then got some black for his eye, the pupil. Then there's little parts that I assume are the rib cage. Then we got white for the outer part of his eye. And then sand for whatever you call the part by its tail is. Yeah, I wasn't sure what color to put, but this seemed like the most accurate to the pictures I've seen. Mostly just taking liberties, though. Anyway, Shelly, if you're watching this, I hope you like my take on an axolotl. And thanks for requesting it. And yeah, that's it for this batch. Yeah, I think this one turned out okay. I was especially fond of the Jigglypuff. And I think the axolotl turned out okay. It was my first time trying to draw one, so maybe I'll try drawing another one in the future. Like maybe for a live drawing video or something. Try and get better at them. Well, regardless of that, I hope you enjoyed checking out my drawings for February, and hope you look forward to the ones I come up for in March. And yeah, that's about it. I'm so say, so I'm just gonna end the video here. And as always, please let me know your thoughts about this one in the comments. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.